Have you ever attended a big education event in our industry? I'm talking huge, like 10,000 attendees plus. In today's episodes, we're going to peel back the onion. We're going to go behind the scenes and talk to some of the presenters at these events to find out what's unique, what's different about the preparation that goes into a show at this magnitude compared to a regular education event or class that you might go to. Let me tell you, it's eye-opening. Welcome to the Salon Scoop, the podcast that helps salon owners and salon professionals grow their business, boost their brand, and stay inspired. From salon marketing and social media to leadership and growth, we uncover the strategies and stories that move the industry forward. If you love learning, growing, and are serious about leveling up your salon business and brand, you've just found your new go-to podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to an exciting episode of the Salon Scoop. This is a unique compilation episode. We are preparing for the Redken Symposium 2026. This is the 51st running of the Redken Symposium. It is a long-standing tradition. It's an iconic event in the industry. One of the largest hair shows that there is, and it really combines artistry, education, inspiration, connection on the biggest stages with the biggest artists, right? Some of the world's most famous hair artists are on the main stage. There's over 15 classes. Just an unbelievable atmosphere. I've been to about 5 or 6 of these events myself. And in today's episode, I've got to sit down with many of those top world-renowned artists to talk to them about the ins and outs of this particular event. You're going to hear this over our upcoming symposium series where we break down. But in today's episode, we're really talking about what goes on to prepare for a unique event like this, and how is it different from all the other events and shows and education classes that these incredible artists prepare for. It's quite eye-opening, although very consistent. You're going to hear that as we delve in artist by artist. What would you say, Adina, with all of your experience, is unique about the preparation leading up to a big show like this, the symposium? Maybe something that people wouldn't realize compared to other education classes and smaller events.
Preparation, and rehearsal. Like practice, because the window of time is short, and you want the message to be so second nature that we are rehearsing regularly before we actually get up.
I think the amount of work that goes into it with every detail, and I know people probably think it's a big production, but I'm like, it is massive. The attention to detail that happens for months, the communication, everything is such a bigger deal, and a lot of work that goes from everybody. Anybody that is ordering the color to be there on site, the wardrobe, the makeup, the coordination of where you need to be. When I'm sent my schedule, I'm like, thank you so much. Because I don't think people realize, like, not only are we on stage, but like we usually have a schedule of all these other things that we're doing in those 3 days. And for someone to help all these artists and models and, photographers, videographers, wardrobe, know where everybody needs to be when. I mean, we usually have like walls of flip charts with these schedules printed out. The work that goes into it, I think, I don't know if people really can fully grasp it.
I have a sticky notes on my house everywhere right now. Especially having a strong entrance for me is important. So I'm practicing that entrance, like every little detail, the way I'm gonna look, how I'm gonna accentuate what I'm saying, how fast I'm gonna say. Are they gonna walk? I'm gonna walk at the same time that I'm talking. I'm gonna stop like I have a stick. I mean, I'm not gonna show you because I don't want to move this, but everywhere in my house. And of course, the techniques are important, but to be honest, if I don't have a strong presentation because my entrance was a little weak, I know that I'm not gonna be as successful during the presentation. So that is everything for me. That exit, that moment, that first impression the audience have when they see me, I have to nail it. I have to make sure that it's perfect. And then, of course, when you start moving your hands and you start sharing what you know, everything comes easier. So I think my biggest problem is because I have a lot of energy. Sometimes I go out like 100, and sometimes it's good to manage and just keep up with your body, your breathing, what you're projecting, what you're saying. So that's what I'm really, really working on right now.
I think the thing what it makes unique is that the preparation and the vision of the symposium is the most forward-thinking process that I know in the world. Because when I'm seeing how much time, money, and effort we're investing here to coming very early together, to taking the time to discuss, okay, what are the relevant points? Because when we're looking in the hair industry, and I have more the vision also what's happening worldwide. I see a lot of shows worldwide. It was more about that people going on stage and they celebrate just their own person. Yeah, just okay, I'm the superstar and I'm doing a big show, blah blah blah. Yeah, but when we're looking at the symposium, it's more about the attendees that are coming there. And yeah, when we're looking now for the preparation, and we are in the moment in the preparation of the symposium, it is so good to see how much time we invest in, okay, is this the right direction, or maybe we go more in that direction, and let's discuss this in again, and starting from the beginning. That means it is so compressed, the information on the most forward thinking. This is that what is the special about the symposium.
What would you say is unique about the preparation leading into a big show like this that maybe most people wouldn't realize?
I don't think that anyone truly understands, unless you've done it, the prep that goes into symposium, because what the symposium crowd is used to seeing, right? The level of education that comes on a symposium stage far outweighs any other stage I've ever been on. And I think it's really important to understand that a lot of that stems from the people coming to the show and what they are expecting to see because what they've seen in the past.
Well, I will say, I think we are completely on it this year. Not to say that we haven't been any of the other years, but I feel like the preparation has been like, we probably started preparing about a year ago, to be quite honest. So people don't really think about the time that it takes to to prepare for things like this. We've had, trainings. We've had meetings, we've had calls, Zooms, telephone calls, emails, all of the things. But for me, I like structure. I like to be organized. And so I think the way that we're doing it is great. And it gives me the time to really kind of look at what it is that I need. I love that we were able to pitch the classes beforehand. And the other thing that's great to know is that it's all new content. So these things that we're teaching or sharing at Symposium are things that we as artists have never shared before. So they pushed us out of our comfort zones to come up with something fresh and new, that we can share with, our community to help uplift and build them. But it's very, very strenuous, but I like the fact that it's taken the time that it's taken, because it gives us the time to really look at it and make the changes or add or subtract in ways that is going to make it more impactful in our presentations.
I think the most unique thing about this is that we started planning in November of last year, hardcore in January of this year, and the amount of detail that goes into it. Like if I'm actually, you know what, once we do the class, I'll probably post the script, because our script literally has like 60 lines. Mind you, our class is 25 minutes long. So the amount of detail that is going into it. And I have a stage partner, Tasha Parker, and the two of us basically have choreography because of how mapped out this class is. And then the other part of it is the hours I've spent editing the visuals, making sure that it's what we want it to look like is nuts. So that to me has been the most eye-opening thing. It's even more work than I ever anticipated, and I know how much work goes into it, but now it's even more than I thought, because the tech keeps increasing. So with that increases more work, but it's great.
I think it's the details in the prep, every second counts. Every detail matters. We've been prepping for this for 6 months, and 6 months of prep work going into multiple classes, but I've been prepping with Blake for 6 months now on a 25-minute program. So it's just all the little details, whether it's makeup, when the model enters, what's being on the screen, what music is playing. Like, it's just every little second detail. It's like, and nothing goes forgotten.
So there you have it, everyone. A pretty consistent theme. There is a ton of planning, preparation, choreography that goes behind an event like this. I can't even imagine the total number of people that are involved, but it is obviously a huge amount. You're hearing these artists, some of them talking, they're starting, 6 to 12 months in advance, and that they've already got like scripts and, the model works and the presentations done, and they're rehearsing months in advance. And all of this is brand new material as well. Pretty unbelievable. And it just goes to show the dedication and commitment that they have to making sure that it delivers an outstanding experience for all the attendees. So whether you're going to be there or not, if you're there, you're super lucky. You're going to capitalize on seeing firsthand all of the amazing artists presenting. If you're not, hopefully you gained a little bit of insight into what goes on to some of these massive events, because maybe you're going to another industry event at some point, whether it's brand related, whether it's just a trade show, one of the big ones across the country. So there you have it, big insights. And it really tells me the age-old quote, failing to plan is like planning to fail. And there's clearly a ton of planning that goes on to make sure that this event goes off without a hitch. Thanks for checking it out, everyone. Remember to keep track of all of our symposium series where we delve into insights from the top artists in the world who are presenting, that gives us all the ins and outs of their experiences leading up to and after this year's symposium event. Thank you so much for listening to the Salon Scoop podcast. This show is produced by Salon S.O.S, a digital marketing agency by industry professionals for industry professionals. If you want simple and affordable solutions for any of your salon marketing needs, such as websites, client loyalty, Google search rankings, social media, or more, come visit us at salonsos.ca or on Instagram at salon.s.o.s. If you want to hear more episodes like this and help us continue to bring the industry great content, it would mean so much to us if you would support us in one of the following ways. Either share this episode with one other industry professional, and rate the show on Spotify, or write us a quick review on Apple Music. We want to hear your feedback. If you have follow-up questions or ideas for future episodes, please reach out. DM us on Instagram at salonus.s.o.s, or hit us up on our website again at salonsos.ca. Again, thanks so much for listening. Now go get your hustle on, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on our next episode.